Hello there, and thank you for tuning in to Life Lessons with Barbara. I'm your host, Barbara Aleem Johnson, and I'll be sharing lessons I've learned. Some came harder than others from my many years of life experience, and some I've learned from my work with others for the past 40 years as a therapist, a counselor, a consultant, and most recently as a life coach. I am the owner of BEJ Associates, LLC, and that is a transformational coaching and consulting company. My team and I specialize in dismantling barriers that stand between you and the life you truly want to live, or that business, project, or masterpiece you hope to create. And let me give a shout out to Wdrb Media for giving me this opportunity, this fabulous opportunity to spend these few minutes with you. And I hope you're enjoying After the Rain that's playing in the background as much as I do. That mellow tune is one of several creations by the phenomenal Lois Lady Mac McMorris, lead guitarist extraordinaire. To download After the Rain and hear more of her tunes, go to my website, BEJ-Associates.com. Once you get to the website, click on the tab that says Radio. And once you're there, you'll see a tab that will take you to Lady Mac's website, where you can hear more of her tunes and check her out. You'll also see the archives of all the programs that we've done so far. And not only will you get to hear them again, but you can also see them because they're all recorded as videos. So anyway, lots to do, lots to see at the website, BEJ-Associates.com. Now, without any further ado, I'm going to invite you to listen again to Associate Miss Sterling Fulton, who left us some excellent advice for our life lesson for last week. So here she is saying a little more about that. So stay tuned.
When you open yourself up to the possibilities of what can be, and not put, like, you have an outcome, but you don't put limitations on that outcome. So, if you say, okay, I really want a nice car, okay, and I need to work towards this nice car. Why do you need a nice car? Because, for efficient transportation, because, you want to take your kids to school, you want to do, you want to be able to get to work without worrying about your car breaking down. I mean, but this nice car, it's really nice to get you to point A to point B. You want the car to look nice. You wouldn't mind if it would be a black car because you've always liked black cars. But you got an idea of the car and why you want the car. And then put that out there and then work towards that. You'll get your car. What ends up happening a lot of times is we say, well, I want a Mercedes and it has to, be red and a 2-seater convertible. And it's nothing wrong with wanting that. But the problem is that, say, if you were to get a nice car, and suppose your car is a Tesla, maybe a Tesla can come. You're not even going to be focusing on that because your dream, if you were to get the Tesla, you're not going to be happy
with one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would be extremely happy with the Tesla. Oh yeah. But you're not gonna. But people won't be happy with that because that's not what they want. They want that red Mercedes. And the reason that they want that red Mercedes, they've got to sit back and think about it. And is it that they want to, have a certain image with their friends? Or is it that, they equate that red Mercedes to power or something like that? And so, instead of just saying, look, And being honest with themselves and honest with the world, I want to be respected. I want to be in a position of power. I want people to look up to me. Instead of them just saying that's what they want, they try to get all the material things that make them look that way. And then internally, right, they don't feel that way.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We're down to about 10 minutes left in this session, in this segment. So, no, but this has been great because, I mean, and folks, I was telling you, people with passion, boy, it's infectious.
Yes.
And this woman, I mean, because I was like going along just to humor her, because she wanted some subjects to test on. And I thought, well, I'll just go, I don't have anything else to do. And I didn't even know those desires had been kind of stuffed or something. I wasn't even consciously aware, of that. I even wanted to start a business, that I even had that kind of notion still in me, to help other people, but not so much on a micro level, like with coaching, which I love that, but on the macro level too. And, the more bang for the buck. And I just, and the idea of working with, really passionate people excites me, because I've been on the other end. I've been a recipient of training where it was really blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing happening. And I'm like, to walk out of there, I wasted a whole hour or however long listening to somebody drone on and on. When we do stuff, it's not like that.
No.
People are alert, even if they wanted to take a nap on us or something, they couldn't. Because
that's right.
Moving, we get them, engaged. And that's the kind of training and that's the kind of impact I want to have, because that's where people open up and are receptive.
Yes.
To what messages. And you've got to bring some energy and some excitement. And people like you with the passion do that.
Oh, thank you. Well,
let me just wrap it. I want to tell them, because I want you to have some time to talk about your space to thrive.
Okay.
And then we can do a little bit of that in the next session too. But okay, so what happened was.
Okay.
It really did bubble up in me, and I'm thinking, I don't know, for some reason, being in that workshop you did kind of started, making me think, hey, there are possibilities. I mean, I was very focused on my age and thinking that was a limitation and all.
I wouldn't let you do that.
No, you would not.
No.
But I'm grateful for that. But I tell you, you were really irritating. But you do it in such a nice way. You're not leaving. You pretty much said you're not leaving here until you have an immediate goal and a secondary goal and long-term goal, something like that. I don't know how.
Right.
You made me turn these ideas in my head into concrete goals, and I said, "Dang, she's good," because I have no intentions of working or taking on anything. And all of that.
Most people don't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I believe in your space to thrive. And because, if you could inspire me, you can inspire anybody. Because I was not, in the inspiring mode when I went into your classroom. So, but with our last 5 minutes, why don't you, we can finish, if you want, it kind of introduce what has sprung from the Your Space to Thrive, and then we'll pick it up in the next.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Your Space to Thrive really does 3 things. One, I do offer coaching and consultation to help people to become the best people they can. But what I found was that actually is limiting. I wanted to do more. So there's the second part that Your Space to Thrive offers, and that is Your Space to Thrive develops tools, planners, and different systems to help people to thrive. So I've developed, it's called the Brain Trust Planner. It's available on Amazon for purchase, and it's the 2017 edition. Now, the exciting thing is that I'm in the process of developing a career planner, and also there will be a wedding planner. I've been working on the wedding planner for a couple years, but you know, it's coming. Yeah, so there'll be a career planner, a wedding planner, and also, you know, the Your Space to Thrive, the life planner. And those will be available very soon for purchase, and the price is going to, I believe, to be about $24.99. Okay. So pretty cheap. So if you follow that, it's like having a coach in a box, but you're not going to have somebody there to, you know, bounce the ideas, you know, off of you, or you bounce the ideas off of them. So a good coach is a very important hat. Yes. So that is the Your Space to Thrive planners. And then the third part that Your Space to Thrive is offering now is doing working on facilitation, and also working on programmatic tools, making life better for programs. And so I've developed a system called Love in Action. That system is, we're in the pilot testing process of that system. We've worked together on that. It is a multi-step system, well, not multi-step, but a multi-part. So system. All in all, it can be 12 weeks of learning. That's available, either 12 weeks of learning or 12 months, however you want to, you know, break it down. But it is it's something that I found with many programs out there, that the focus is on what people do not have. And this changes the discussion between what we don't have to our shared experiences. Yeah. And I think when you break down the walls and you start looking at our shared experiences, it's different. It's way different. Happening already. And we just completed the kickoff, and then 3 of the individual sessions. So 4 months into it. Well, I'll tell you the reason why I call it Love in Action, and what inspired me was that round about the time of the election, and this really doesn't, it doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on, but for me and my family, I really felt that the election marked a pivotal point. And it was the first time that I have to say I woke up very fearful for my children. I have 2 sons. They're in their 20s. They're great young men. You know, to me, my sons are gifts to the world, and they are not something that is disposable. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but I want to thank you again for tuning in to Life Lessons with Barbara. We're here every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., so please continue to check us out. And I want to remind you about all the goodies on the website, BEJ-Associates.com. You can connect with Lady Mac and download After the Rain and a number of other things. But I just want to say that we're going to start recording some of the discussions from Love in Action. And so what I'll do is I will put another show together with the rest of Sterling's interview, and add some actual excerpts from our sessions, and create a new show for you. So keep tuning in. And to close out, I can't go away without leaving a life lesson for you to ponder for the week. And the life lesson for today is, it's not for you to decide when your work is done here. See someone, visit a mastermind group, explore what you can still give to this world. We've all got gifts, and the world is waiting for yours. Namaste.